Good morning, Mr. Gonzalez. Do you speak English?
Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Morning.
You're charged with two cases. You're charged with evading arrest and resisting arrest. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine on both of those cases. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir. Okay.
On March 22nd, 2025, at around 7 p.m., officers were dispatched to 1855 Work Road in Houston, Harris County, Texas, in regards to a criminal mischief in progress. Upon arrival, the officers observed the defendant at a location matching the description on the call slip. The officer gave verbal commands for the defendant to lay on the ground and put his hands behind his back. The defendant ignored commands and ran away from the officers. A foot pursuit was initiated, and the officers continued to yell verbal commands for the defendant to stop running. The officers were able to detain the defendant approximately 100 meters away. The defendant then actively resisted, and the officers had to dry stun him. The defendant was using both hands to push off officers in order to avoid detainment. The defendant grabbed the officer's ballistic vest and attempted to push the other officer. The defendant attempted to push officers multiple times, and the defendant struggled on the ground for approximately 3 minutes before he was detained.
What was he doing wrong? All you said he matched a call slip. So
Yes, for a criminal mischief in progress, Your Honor.
that's completely conclusory. What is the alleged mischief? What did he do wrong? Who did he do wrong to?
And I don't have that information.
Then none of that?
Did you catch what just happened? The judge isn't saying the defendant is innocent. He's saying the report doesn't explain what crime allegedly occurred in the first place. In court, probable cause isn't a guess. It has to be supported by actual facts. If the report can't clearly describe the alleged offense, the entire case can hit a wall before it even gets started. What do you think? Should a case move forward with this little information?
So, with us, you were charged with failure to identify oneself. That's why you're charged here with us, failure to ID, right? You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. The reason that we're taking you into custody now is because you have 2 felony warrants for, it looks like you were on probation for a felony theft, and they filed, I guess, a motion to revoke because of that warrants issued. So that's why we have you in custody now. I can't let you go because then I would get in trouble. We're going to do probable cause in our case. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. Well, I don't want to talk about the case. You've got a lawyer. You need to talk to him, let him talk to me, because I don't want you to say something that hurts you anymore.
Yeah,
so let's just do probable cause, because I don't know why. I don't even know why we're here.
Yeah, my son. I'm gonna say the father. He can machine everything. There's no way to put on GPS. Like,
Well, hold on. Let's do probable cause first, because
I know. Okay. GPS.
It's not up to him. We're just talking about these things.
I can't. There's nothing I can do on the felony case, man. I'm just a lowly misdemeanor.
In his defense, Judge, the felony motion is based on technicals, and in this new case, this failure to ID.
Really?
Yeah, I don't see anything.
Well, let's do it real quick, and then we can talk, and I can give you more info.
On March 21st, 2025, officers were dispatched to a family disturbance call for service at 2525 Holsworth Road in Spring, Harris County, Texas, which is an apartment complex. The officer began by identifying the defendant, who could not provide a valid driver's license. The defendant verbally identified himself as Adam Mitchell with a date of birth of December 23rd, 1987. The reportee then gave the officers his correct name, and the defendant then admitted to providing false information due to advising about a traffic warrant that he believed he had. The defendant then gave his correct name. The officers discovered an active warrant for the defendant out of Cook County, though there was no extradition.
So there was a warrant out of Cook County.
There was, but there was no extradition.
Cook County, Illinois?
Yeah, sure. I looked at the NCIC. All I saw in there that it could possibly be was some sort of like traffic offense.
Okay.
That's all the he's talking about. Don't say.
Not right. So he gives the name of Adam.
Adam Mitchell. And Judge, this isn't filed as a fugitive, just a straight failure to ID.
Right. Well, because he wasn't. Well, maybe he was. I don't know. Regardless, so Mr. Walker, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable.
This is where things get complicated. The defendant insists he was the one who called the police, but the judge is focused on a different question. Did he provide a false name during the investigation? Even if someone contacts law enforcement for help, giving incorrect identifying information can create a completely separate legal problem. Have you ever seen a situation where calling the police ended up causing more trouble for the caller?
Individuals began by identifying the defendant who could not provide a valid driver's license. The defendant then identified himself verbally as Adam Mitchell with the date of birth of December 23rd, 1987.
I mean, I get that you call the police, but nevertheless, I mean, we've got,
Then he told him the right info.
but you still gave the wrong info and then they looked them up and then they get, you know? So, I mean, there's enough probable cause to go forward.
Why would that didn't happen, but why did, like, if I call the police, why are they asking for my ID in the first place? They don't have the right to do that, sir.
They're going there for a disturbance.
Yeah,
They
because
have to, look, I can't get into that, all that stuff now. But they're going to investigate something that happened. There's a disturbance. They go there. Normally what officers do is they have to look at everybody who's there to determine, hey, who is this? What's going on here? Does this person have any kind of issues? And so, you know, regardless, the good news is that it looks like on your motion to revoke, the only thing is fees that I see in this case, okay? I can't let you go at this time because this is a felony warrant. You're set at no bond now, but you'll get to felony court on Monday, and at that point, I mean, I'm sure that they'll do something. I'm not gonna, you know,
That's crazy, man. I called the police.
I'm not gonna,
A couple fighting, and I just called the police. That's all I did, sir. I seen two couples fighting, and I called the police because there was a guy hitting the one.
I can't give you legal advice.
She's writing everything down too that you're saying. Maybe later
Just
down the
don't
road,
say
you might
anything at
want to
this
say
point.
something
You
different.
can talk to Mr. Pons. I'm not putting any conditions on your bond. Just be careful, Mr. Walker. Okay, thanks.
What was our bond in this one? It's PR bond, right?
Yeah, he's got a PR.
No, I bought that for $1,000.
So you're.
That's
Was
right.
it
Judge,
Thanks.
6,000.
Excuse me, Your Honor, I'm approaching on Neil White.
Is it,
And Judge, he's been carried like since Monday, the 24th. That's when he appeared on your docket initially for a new charge for the bond violation report, which is filed, and also a motion to revoke and raise. But he was still incarcerated on Monday, Judge, Monday morning.
he's right here now, right?
He's here now.
Okay.
But
Come up, Mr. White.
Mr. White,
We're on bond for an assault of a family member
Yes, sir.
since 2023.
Yes, sir.
In 2025, in February, you pick up a terroristic threat,
Yes, sir.
and now you've picked up another assault of a family member and a violation for protective orders. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you.
Yes.
You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
On May 16th, 2025 in Harris County, Texas, officer was dispatched to an apartment for a family assault.
Now the stakes have jumped dramatically. Unlike the earlier cases, this allegation involves visible injuries, a prior protective order, and an ongoing history between the people involved. But notice what the defense is doing. They're immediately offering an alternative version of events and pointing to video evidence. That's often where these cases become battles over credibility. If video footage exists, whose story do you think it will support?
Violation of protective order?
Yeah, it's a felony VPO.
Your Honor, may I be heard? Your Honor, the complaining witness shows up at my client's apartment. He lives there by himself. She shows up like at 5 a.m. in the morning. My client did not assault her in any way. Actually, the complaining witness broke his phone, and my client left the apartment so he wouldn't have to to deal with her because she wouldn't go